Alright, welcome back to the Rang. Alright. Let's get in here. Mess some stuff up. Oh. Bugger. So, fine. I need that, do I got that thing all the way up. That's fine. Doesn't hurt to have it. Oh god. That almost hurt though. So we're going down in there. That's one of the things we're about to do. Don't disturb the shepherds. Just being nice to their aminos. We've got another one of these things to do here too, though. But let's see. Is there a side grace around here somewhere? I think it's up this way. Yeah, right there. There's a bunch of crispy burnt people sticking out of that building. They're very large. Yeah. So I don't actually need anything that's over here, but I just feel like... Well, I mean, there's going to be some useful resources. But there's also a quest item that you need over here if you are doing... the Ronnie sorcery ending. But I'm not. So I don't need that thing. But I'll go get it anyway. Because I feel like it. And I'm going to have it, she's not. And I'm going to go, haha, you got your thing. Man. Really? Survive with like 2 hit points, are you? Jeez. Really? That's bad. Let's see here. One of these big boy thrones over here. Over her. I don't know what those people are. Why are there giant skeletons on these things? They must have had to eat a lot, though. You're that big, you're a hungry boy. Down here with your shiny noises, you silly. You little boog. Like what light? I forget. What things that? Let's see. That one is physical or occult. Oh, it can also do poison, blood, or occult. Okay. It's nice to have options. Oh, I think, if I remember correctly, this is where you get the best summon in the game. Best Spirit Ash. There we go. Now, when we get into combat, we can summon ourselves to help us. Won't that be neat? And got your stuff. Alright, here comes a shit show. You might be about to die. Let's see what happens. That ball. Eat it. That living boulder. Hi, Larson. I'll look at your JPEG in a minute. Okay, am I safe? Alright, I think I'm safe. Let's check out this JPEG. Oh, there. Cat flaps. Oh, nope, don't like that. Silent party beeps. You found more of the not Omega Mart ads. I love those things. Hold on, I need to copy that over to my Discord. It's not. I think this is not working properly again. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Get this way.
Hello.
Hey.
I like the that last meme you put in Kai's Discord. Me and Dan and had a lot of fun.
The
Like
the all girls with long hair must be tied up.
Like, hey Dan, how long Snow has hair? Kai was muted. How long is Snow's hair? I mean, I get a better question. How long is Debbie's hair?
Yeah.
You know, was that
These the rules apply to her too, so presumably.
Well, yeah,
right?
it's like was that just a request, a thinly veiled request, or?
Yeah. All right, so reference for anybody who's watching this now or later and doesn't know what we're talking about. I came across this picture on Twitter. It said, somebody put a sign on their story that says, "All girls with long hair, period, must be tied up, period. Thank you, Debbie." Now, clearly, what she really means is if you have long hair, you have to tie up your hair. But it's not what she said.
No.
She said, all girls with long hair must be tied up. Like, well, that sounds like a fun place. I wanna go see that. I wanna visit that party.
Sure. Oh, it's a party. How's your day, man?
Not too bad. Yourself?
A little busier than I wanted to be for being my day off. So I got up. I went to, I went to Walmart to get a couple of things I needed. Came back home, and then I said, okay, the weather's nice, and I'll mow the lawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Started going, and then all of a sudden, something's wrong. I think pushing right. I look over. The handle to the lawnmower, the part where it meets the main body of the mower, it's a push mower. Where it bolts to it, that part of the body of the lawnmower had rusted completely away.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's not any good. I mean, I can't. The engine runs good, but I can't push around a thing without a handle. So I ended up having to going back to Walmart to buy a new lawnmower. This one I got is a battery lawnmower. Just one of the rechargeable things, and works good. But I can't leave it just sitting under the deck like it usually does.
Yeah.
So I have to bring it indoors. I basically had to pull it up the steps of the deck and then put it in a closet that's beside the door. Now it folds up. The handle folds up, and then the thing sits up on its end, so it sits in there neatly. But
Gotcha. Hi, Jer.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
it's unlocked. It reminds me of something that happened to a pair of glasses once when I was a teenager. I was on vacation, visiting family.
Yeah.
And, I went to bed and I put my glasses on a bedside table, I usually don't, I guess since then I stopped folding the arms, but at the time, I folded the arms up, I put the glasses down, as you do.
Right.
Had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, so I got up, picked up my glasses, unfolded the arms. But you know how when you unfold the arms of glasses, or sunglasses or prescription glasses, whatever.
Right.
They're designed so that once they're, in the proper position, they stop moving.
Yeah.
They kept going.
Yeah.
They kept going like a full 180 degrees, and then they just fell off.
Like the screw came loose, or just
the inside mechanism of the hinge and screw was just rusted to mush.
Oh yeah.
And it just, I guess it had been degrading for a long time, and just finally fell apart. So here I am on vacation, no contact lenses, no glasses.
Yeah.
Blind as hell.
Ooh. Now mine, the one I'm wearing, and I just wear reading glasses, cause when I have to see fine print or something like that. I used to have 20/20 vision. In fact, I could do real well. I could paint my miniatures, no glasses on or nothing. I have become farsighted now.
1 second though. Good night, Larson. Have a good one.
Hi, Larson.
Good luck tomorrow.
Ooh. But yeah, now I have glasses for that, and some last longer than others. In fact, the ones I got right now last a good while for being little, I don't know, $15 off the rack from Walmart.
Yeah. But, how you doing there, Jer? What's new? Speaking of Walmart, guess who is apparently out of jail now and has been spotted at Walmart?
Oh yeah, I saw that. In fact, I thought,
Christian.
Is that the one is that the one I worked at? Either that or just all the Walmarts.
They all look the same.
Pretty much set up the same way, because that's
exactly what the electronics department at my local Walmart looks like too.
That big sign with the girl with the headphones on and
I'm not sure if it has that, but the layout of the aisles and stuff.
And the layout of the aisles, but it's like, yeah, they look exactly like the electronics in my Walmart. Yeah.
All right, what surprise does this one have for us? Splorch. Oh my, you're a big boy, aren't you?
Ooh, don't know, spores. Oh shit.
Oh, hold on, I'll put the proper share up in a second.
I heard some One Punch Man with face. I've been getting reading it now. It's good.
I never have.
It's interesting. Of all people that talk about be kind of a fan of it, well, at least with the anime, Bill Burr, in one of his acts, he said he liked it because just a lot of stuff he does, basically, it's almost like a reflection of like modern society and fame-obsessed culture and status, and also there's a lot of Bill face almost reflections of modern society. And said, yeah, I could see it that way. Or you could just enjoy it of a guy who punches shit till it explodes. Your choice.
Which in his case is once.
Right.
Alright, I think I'm gonna skip Big Boy this time. I just wanted to show you, look at this guy he turns into, this massive fucking thing.
Yep. And in the meantime, I know I got Dan into one of my favorite manga and anime series, Hell's Paradise.
Oh, never heard of that one.
I have the entire 13-volume manga series, and the anime, the first season, is now on Amazon Prime and Crunchyroll. I tell people when around coming by the latest volume, and somebody asked, "What's it like?" I said, "Imagine a samurai era Suicide Squad.
Okay.
You've got a bunch of hardened criminals, all with particular skills and talents that make almost
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Yeah.
like superhuman levels, and they're all facing a death sentence and given a chance to take on this one mission and receive a pardon."
We get the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, incredibly dangerous to come through. Now, unlike Suicide Squad, which has a little explosive in the base of their skull, in this case, each criminal is assigned their own personal executioner.
Oh, that's different.
Part of the
I guess
part of this.
You got to do it that way, right?
Yeah, they're all part of this clan that serves as the official, well, on paper, sword testers, but they're the executioners for the Shogun. And all capable like take it off with one stroke of the sword. So, yeah, each criminal has one of them to accompany them. And they go to this
can't pick
island.
up that quest item unless I'm actually on that quest.
And they go to this place, which supposed to be the mission. They're supposed to be picking up what's supposed to be the source of this elixir of immortality. But previous missions have not come back, or if anybody that did come back incredibly not really human anymore. They've been,
whoopsie.
and it's a good series. I think that the first issue I was like, okay, this shit's good. I like it already.
Well,
So it's almost like they had double the team because they got their executioners there, right?
Right. Their main thing is to make sure the criminals complete the mission as assigned. Don't try to run off or nothing.
Yeah. All right. How much can we level our mimic tier?
Mimic.
All right. Yep. So this game has I don't know if you've ever watched this much. It has a system where you can, where are they? Here we go. You basically find, what they call spirit ashes.
Yeah.
And you can use them to basically summon a spirit of whatever the creature was that was cremated, right?
Yeah.
So basically, summon a monster to help you fight a boss kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this one is called a mimic tier, which is basically like these creatures that are like, well, you can see it on the screen. It's basically a blob of like sentient mercury kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they can mimic other things. So basically, I summon this thing, and it turns into a copy of me.
Oh.
So I can help myself fight bosses.
I was kind of thinking of what was it? Movie? Have you ever seen the movie The Mimic?
No.
1987, directed by Guillermo del Toro. This was before, like, Hellboy and all that. Basically, there's some, I guess, escape creature from this laboratory that these scientists have to track down and stop. It's a interesting sci-fi horror movie. Who's all in it? It's Mira Sorvino. I remember being that. Josh Brolin. I forgot he was in that. Norman Reedus. Ooh, long time before fucking Walking Dead. But yeah, it's a. Interesting movie.
Oops,
I remember that one.
That's not the teleport I wanted. Is it this one? Yeah, I wanted this one. Kai's late for Clinkies today. She's very distractible, though. Alright, let's work on this optional boss now. Hush! I like your headdress, though, lady. It's better than mine. Even though I took mine from your friends. Yeah. Alright. Actually, let me check something. That's at 17. That's right, I needed more 6s, is what it was. So, Lost, have you seen this new game that just came out called Redfall? No?
No, I'm not. I'm looking. First-person shooter video games run by Arkane Austin.
It's been kind of fun.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. No, I had not. Well, I might have seen it.
I think I've seen a
That
trailer
looked-
probably a little while back or something.
That looks familiar. The characters on that. That looks like a.
They've been advertising it for about a year or so. It's not too bad.
One thing I did get from Steam because it was on sale for only about $8. I got on Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen.
Ooh, good game. Very good game.
Yeah, I need to start playing that one. Yeah, I got it because it was cheap. I also got for next
Well
to
worth
nothing
it.
for my Switch. I've got Republic Commando.
Okay. Speaking of sales, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is 70% off right now. Oh, that's a very good game.
I can't remember what the last thing Steam had on sale, but I've got so many games and I need to watch my money. Currently, I forgot what was the one that was on sale. Maybe hang on.
Yeah. Didn't have time to equip my thing. I forgot to equip my mimic.
Oh, Generation Zero. That was the other one. That's only like $7.50 right now. Other thing I did today was cook.
The beans?
Yeah. I was so exhausted from all that work and running around I had to do today. I didn't bother with the movie I wanted to watch.
Very dangerous wolf there.
It was an interesting. It's a movie I've seen many times before, so I know how it goes.
Yeah.
I did find out a little bit of information about it. So, okay, the movie is called They Call Me Trinity. It's Italian-made Western, and it's kind of it's more or less a spoof, but the main character, played by Terrence Hill, is one of my favorite spaghetti Western actors. There's a scene in there, like, almost introduced, where you got this little canteen along the dusty trail, and basically when the guy, I guess lunchtime, the guy is serving basically kind of like beans to the customers. When he gets to his table, he just said, "Leave the pan," and he proceeds to just wolf down the entire contents of this pan of beans. And they said, "Oh no, there's no editing, no cutaway, and I'll switch to emptier pan." I said, "No, he ate all that in that one sitting, and to do so, basically starved himself for the 24 hours previous to that."
Damn, I hope he didn't shrink his stomach too much, but yeah, he'd been hungry. That reminds me of something I did once. Actually, I think it was the day after I arrived in Ottawa the first time.
Yeah.
My friends were talking about, or soon after anyway, my friends were talking about this diner they wanted to take me to that has this infamous, like, really huge burger.
Yeah.
You know, one of those burgers where it's hard to tell where to start eating it because you're not sure where you can actually get your mouth on the damn thing. So they're like, okay, this is going to be a big-ass meal. We want you to try this thing out. Yeah. So I skipped lunch that day. Went and had that for dinner.
Yeah.
And didn't bother with lunch the day after because I wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You ever heard of a place?
See, Jer in chat knows, Mnemonic Overload, he was one of the friends that took me there.
Oh, okay. Zack Attack.
He knows about that. Yeah, it's called Zack's Diner, and the burger was called the Zack Attack.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who took me there.
Have you ever heard of the Heart
It was pretty good. Sorry, have I ever what?
Heard of the Heart Attack Grill?
Oh yeah, infamous.
Right. So
their spokespeople actually have heart attacks.
Well, it's kind of like it's because it's got all this fatty food in there. You know, get the main burger, the bypass has 2 like half-pound patties and there's a half-pound patty and 2 slices of American cheese, and you have a double bypass, triple bypass, and on and up. And
I mean, like, they have a thing where they're the spokespeople they hire, like they specifically hire really overweight people to be their spokespeople, so they tend to actually have heart attacks.
Oh, the staff are dressed as doctors and nurses. Instead of a bib, they put like a hospital gown on you. Their fries are cooked in lard, and they have a fry bar, which you can top with all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, so I was watching. There was an interview, or on his little interview show, longtime wrestling persona Jim Cornette. When somebody asked if he ever been, because he's a big lover of burgers and fast foods, you know, he was asked, had he ever been to the Heart Attack Grill? He's like, oh yes. And it was an experience, he said, because like this is like after they'd been to like this wrestling event and convention, so he'd been like signing autographs, doing work at the show, all that stuff. I said, and I was ready to eat. And I said, I think he got like the triple or quadruple bypass. Finished it, and then he turns to it. He sort of turned around and said, "You think it would be too much if I got another one?" It's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" She had like a double. She cut that in half and gave it to him.
Damn, that guy might have a problem.
But yeah, that's that menu. And there's a thing like if you what's that, customers 300 pounds and up can like do an all you can eat. They have to weigh you beforehand, and it's like they just bring out single bypass and you eat till you're full. Oh, I'm looking at a picture right now of the Heart Attack Grill, and guess who's fucking there? Nico Avocado.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Mr. Mukbang. You're talking about fat people as their spokesperson.
Yeah. Man, I'm surprised. I'm a little sad I didn't get any headdresses from these people. I want one I want your hat, lady. Why can't I just take it?
Yeah, geez.
By the way, Jared, I'm sad that Zack's Diner no longer has the Zack Attack anymore.
Oh, the way you, like, as you come through the door, it's almost like a fucking, like on a loading dock deal.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would have to be at those sizes, right?
Yeah.
It probably is for the best, I suppose, Jared.
Oh my God, there's a painting on the wall someone did. It's like a version of the Last Supper. Oh. And there in the center, in the Christ position, is, I guess, the owner of the Heart Attack Grill. As the Apostles IC that we got here. Ronald McDonald, Wendy, the Hardee's Star, Chuck E. Cheese, the Taco Bell Chihuahua, the Noid from Domino's. There's Jack in the Box, Jack. We got Little Caesar, Bob's Big Boy, Colonel Sanders, Burger King, and I cannot make who that is on the end. We got. They have hot dogs too. The coronary dog. I like the
I
shakes.
can't help but feel like maybe this restaurant might be just mildly irresponsible.
Let's see. We have 3.4 ounce shots: tequila, rum, vodka, whiskey, frozen cocktails, Jello shots. You can buy
I like the view from here, by the way. I don't know if you were here this other day blast, but when we were exploring other parts of this underground area.
Ooh. Yeah.
That was an area we explored down there, and down here there was an optional boss that we fought at one point.
Ah.
It's just kind of cool that we're in a new place that's higher up, and we can see places we were been before. We're down there.
Oh,
it's a nice touch.
Butterfat milkshake. Comes in chocolate or vanilla and is served with a pat of butter in it.
That's a thing I've apparently learned at one point. Some people apparently put a pat of butter in their coffee. That just seems real weird. That sounds nasty. I've never tried it, to be fair, but I don't think I ever will. I'm willing to be unfair on this one.
Ooh, what we got here? Craft beers, Blonde Nurse, 5.1% alcohol, German-style Hefeweizen. If you've never had a Hefeweizen, that's like a wheat beer. Oh, those are good.
I've had Weiss beer, which is another version of something like that.
You see, we got Dark Nurse, 4.1, chocolate cream stout, Red Nurse, one Irish red ale. And the Bold Doctor, 7% alcohol, India Pale Ale.
Yeah, I don't like those. Too hoppy. Hey, anybody likes hops? IPA's the way to go.
Yeah, I had when I finally got that beer that I had remembered and try again. It's good, but it's gone up in price. I mean, craft beers are always kind of pricey anyway. This stuff is like $13 for a 6-pack of just 12-ounce cans or bottles. It's like, that's a lot.
What does that usually go for in other cases?
I mean, I used to remember it being like maybe $8 or $9 for a 6-pack.
So it's gone off like 50% then.
Yeah. It's Rogue Dead Guy Ale. It's a German Maibach style ale.
I don't know what that is.
Let me look again if I can remember. Well, you know what a Bach beer is, right?
Nope.
I don't remember. I know I've had like Shiner Bach and so like that. Usually, those are usually darker beers.
Okay, all right.
Also called Hellerbach, meaning pale Bach. German style Maibach is paler in color and more hop-centric than traditional Bach beers. A lightly toasted and/or bready malt character is often evident.
All right, so something I should avoid then.
I like it particularly because it's like 6.8, I think, percent alcohol by volume.
Okay, there's only 6 total plinths in this area, and I gotta find 2 more. I know
well,
one
that's mainly what I like it for. Let's see. Using our proprietary Pac-Man yeast, Dead Guy is deep honey in color with a malty aroma and a rich, hearty flavor.
Oh, that's another thing that's interesting about the Mimic tier, where we summon a copy of ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't spend mana to summon it, we spend health.
Mean.
So it's like we're ripping a chunk out of ourselves and making a new person. Which is good for people who are playing a build that doesn't have much mana, but you gotta be aware that it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
I like how they're doing this little song and ritual, and there's all these animals hanging out.
Yep. There's a deer. Is that it? Hey, venison.
A lot of venison came to hang out.
Where are the venison and the antelope? Hey. A little hokey wolf line.
Ah. That slap was uncalled for, lady. I got their headband. Hold on. I need to equip this. Does this do anything other than look awesome? Strengthens the other item that I'm not using. It's okay, it just looks awesome. Yeah, look at that. I got shiny antlers now. Beautiful. Doesn't really go with my armor, but I don't care. Actually, have I found any armor recently? And I am still at medium? Yes, okay. Alright, let's find this last plinth that I think it might be this way, possibly. Where is that bloody thing? Unfortunately, it sounds like that new Redfall game has been pretty glitchy on consoles, but I've been playing it on PC and I haven't really had any trouble with it.
Yeah. Hey, get your dog.
a little hitch in frame rate now and then, but most of the time it's just real smooth. Not as good as Arcane's other games, but still good. Plus, it's like a different branch of them, I guess. Like it's Arcane Austin. I don't know if they're a new sub-branch of the company or what the deal is with them. All I know is it's not another Dishonored game, and that makes me sad. Or Prey. I want another Dishonored and or Prey. I want both, definitely.
Arcane Austin and published by Bethesda.
Published by Bethesda, yeah, but developed.
Yeah, I know it's not developed by Bethesda, but still, that's kind of.
Maybe that's why it's buggy on console, because Bethesda touched it.
Yeah, there was a thing where, now this was when I was watching. Okay, it was Renegades doing a video reacting to Internet Historian's thing on his video on Fallout 76. And they kind of commented about, the same thing, all the hype they had for Fallout 76 and came out, and they were kind of like, yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. And I'm not really enthused about this, and people just gave us so much shit. I think, why are you picking on Bethesda? Well, yeah, this I'll tell you what, picking on Bethesda. Where's my fucking Elder Scrolls 6, bitch?
Exactly.
Yeah. And the fact that we not
Fallout
forgot
5.
Fallout 4. Have we not forgotten Fallout 4 and all the shit that went down with that game?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it not as much as previous.
Well, I tell you, I remember in the electronics department of Walmart, that was one of the games they always kept in stock, and everybody would buy it because you could mod it. And that was why it remained popular. It says because all the modders doing stuff. Now I don't know if you can do the same thing now with. I hear Fallout 76 is a lot better now than at launch.
Well, it's because it's got NPCs now, apparently.
Yeah. And apparently it fixed a lot of the bugs and nerfs and stuff like that. The infamous overweight bobby pins. I remember
they
the
put
thing
the bobby pins on a diet, did they?
On convention where some Todd Howard admitted somebody mailed him a box of bobby pins with a note that said, "Weigh these." And hopefully, well, it is Bethesda. They go nickel and dime and micro transaction a lot of stuff and get you to buy atoms or shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not doing as shady stuff as
Alright, I'm gonna need to teleport back up. Can't walk back.
like when you were and doing things like the duffel bag with the power armor that wasn't canvas like they promised, and
Mm-hmm.
then they
Yeah,
said,
there was a lot of
well,
shit that went down there.
we decided not to do it. And they said, well, you promised, and I thought we can set part of the $200 we paid, even though I think the real thing was
you don't get to
$200.
decide to just not do it.
Yeah,
It's too late
and
for that.
then they tried to think, well, we'll offer you compensation for it, 500 atoms. Like, motherfucker, that's $5.
Right.
And
Also, maybe people don't want your in-store money in the first place anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
and the fact that they
refund
say,
or get the fuck out.
well, they said it wasn't cost effective, or we couldn't get the material. It's like, it's canvas. Canvas is very easy to find, and the fact that ahead of time, while it wasn't the exact same canvas bag as shown in the promotion, they made a bunch of Fallout 76 canvas bags that they sent out for free to influencers.
Yeah.
To hype up their crap.
Thus proving that they can, in fact, do it.
And then there also was the frickin' thing with that rum they put out.
Oh, yeah.
It turned out the rum wasn't good quality anyway, and the fact that what appeared in the ads to be a glass bottle looking like the Nuka-Cola bottle was just a flimsy plastic shell over a regular old liquor bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And for the money they paid and the time they had to wait, it took them like over half a year past the point where they said it was supposed to come out. You know? And then back to the Adam shop, some of the stuff they offered, one was like a Christmas emoji or emoji pack. And they put it out, okay, it says it's 2,400 atoms, but we're released at a sale price of 1,200 atoms. I'm like, that is technically unethical and in some places illegal. You cannot release something with a sale price and says, oh, well, it's supposed to be this price, we're releasing it first thing at the sale price. No.
That is
So
a bit sus.
they fixed that quick and just put it out at the 1,200. However, that is still a lot for just an emote pack.
Then again, that kind of I've noticed that sort of thing happens on Steam a lot.
Yeah. Oh well,
Games will come out on a sale price.
Oh yeah. The thing is, that one
again,
in Steam.
Sorry, but they tell you what the regular price will be up front when they do that. So I guess I don't know. Then again, these guys. I don't know how to feel about that. Also, we found a plinth. Yay!
At the release, I mean, hell, and the thing is, for the longest time in the beginning, it wasn't Steam. Everything to do with Fallout 76 had to go directly through
The
Bethesda.
launcher or whatever.
Yeah, through Bethesda's website. And that's the thing. They handled basically the entire narrative as much as they could within their own website.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody gave any bad critiques about the game, they got
Deleted.
kicked from the chat, yeah. But, you know, they went to other places. They went to all the different game, you know, review websites and onto Reddit and onto...
Yeah.
Hell,
Alright,
they went to
time
Steam...
to see the mimic. You ready to help me out with this boss? Me?
Alright.
Oh, I almost killed myself summoning it. Come on, me. Let's get this guy.
Moose! Or elk or something, whatever the hell.
It's like this weird decaying spirit elk thing. It's very cool.
Wendigo.
Kinda. Wendigo elk. Also, I like how it teleports. It's like it slumps to the ground, dies, and dissolves, and then reappears out of the ground somewhere else. stop healing.
Oh, the moose.
Moose is loose.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that moose is out.
Oh no. Stealing my health. And my mimic's dead because it doesn't know to get out of danger puddles. Ow, that almost killed me.
Uh-oh.
It's doing like a health drain thing.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna knock that right back down. Oh, almost. One more. Oh, was that it?
No, he's teleporting.
Still only got
He's got like one health left or something, yeah.
Hey,
No.
Kiba!
Stop it.
Oh, good. Nope, legend filled.
The Regal Ancestor. Don't know
Alright.
what we can get for that, but let's see. Also, was there anything else through here? No, this is a dead end area. Okay. Let's see what we can make out of that. Some of these bosses you kill them, you get an item called a Remembrance. Then you can make one of two different items out of it. Sometimes a spell. Okay. For that we can make one of those antler great axe things, which looks really cool but doesn't fit with our playstyle. Or we can make Spirit Horn. It restores FP upon defeating enemies. That's actually not bad. I'll take that.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna put it here because this isn't actually that effective. Oh, I need more stamina though, or more endurance because that's gonna put me to heavy. Okay, we need to level up a bit. I think I can level up. I forget how much I need, but I'm pretty sure I've got enough.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oops. Ah, no, don't. Damn it. Wrong button. Yeah. Alright. Oh, no, I don't have enough, but I'm close. Let me put 2,000 and a bit more. That should do it.
I made a joke. Somebody had to, I don't know if they were making a joke back. I'm certain they're being serious. They posted something, Ed Sheeran maybe quitting music. Like, when did he start?
Hey, got him.
We said, yeah, Ed Sheeran has been active since 2007. I was like,
I don't know about all that.
I am not coming back. Obviously, it's just like,
Yeah. Alright, so there's a certain other item I want to get in a minute, but I've got to pee first.
okay.
So let's have a quick break.
Right.
If you had anything else you wanted to tell, I will still have my earbuds in, so I'll still be able to hear you.
Alright.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm?
How much?
Eh?
Hmm. Nothing
Hmm?
else going on. What time is it anyway? It's probably
10.
getting close.
Well, for me, anyway.
Well, 9 for me, and I better get ready. Work tomorrow.
Ah, it is the time of beds.
Yeah.
Are you making error noises at me, Windows? Alright. So now it's time to do a little mini dungeon and boss that probably be a little easier than some of the other stuff we've done, but there's something we need on the other side of it. So it needs doing. Yeah, and boss, if you're heading off, you have yourself a good evening, sir.
Alright, well, we will too, so catch you later.
Good night.
Have a good night.
What's this cave? Did I miss it? There's supposed to be a cave around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Whole ass chest for one leaf. Squeeze. Where'd you come from? Silly little bugger. You, for that matter. Yep, that actually. Spear talisman. You are enhances counterattack.
A lot of you'd be like, it's just RGB, you don't need it. To that I would say go.
I think we just got visited by a Kai.
I didn't press that button.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. It did that all on its own.
Uh-huh. And yet, not a single disagreement was felt with that message.
I mean, what I intended on doing, and I'm not sure why it didn't do that, is when you said, I don't know what that is, I intended on this one.
What the fuck is that?
There you go.
But it decided
Either way,
to
I'm
play
like,
not...
who's in my Discord who has access to a soundboard and a love for RGB? Happy Beer Day, friend. Also, interesting timing.
Thing off. Ah, that's why it's a proper cap.
Clinkies.
Get the fucking thing open. Story of my life. There we go.
Earn your way into that. So were you specifically camping out and waiting for Lost Action Story Hour to be over, or
No,
is that just a weird coincidence of timing?
Weird coincidence of time. I found myself temporarily incapacitated.
Oh. What did
Big deal.
that wall?
I existed. Pretty
Oh.
sure that's the issue.
I mean, that does tend to lead to other problems sometimes. Then again, it also leads to good things, so it's a bit of a toss-up sometimes. You really can't have much else happening otherwise without it. Ah, this is ominous. 3 bodies lying in a little circle down here. Yeah.
I don't think 3 can technically lie in a circle. It's a triangle.
I guess. It's just a very pointy circle, that's all.
Pointy circle, so a triangle.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Yeah. Bugger. May have out leveled that boss a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. This lady over here has a big wuffo. The size of this wuffo. Big poochie.
Foul tarnished.
That's
What do you want?
big pooch.
I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
We'll just have a conversation while my spear's in your chest. Now you don't mind, do you?
I told the all-hearing brute that I possess. Or have you come? Was my other half?
Oh, I guess I have to be told about the medallion before I can do that first, huh? Alright. Let's go do that. Because I need this thing. Alright, old hearing brute, where are you?
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to
Alright, calm down,
their
Sean
keep.
Bean.
Remember your place. Newcomer.
Weirdest thing about this guy, he's not actually Sean Bean, but sure as fuck sounds exactly like him.
There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
I was never that good at recognizing voices like that.
He's just one of those really distinctive ones, is all. I'm gonna skip a lot of this because there's a lot of dialogue here. But just tell me about the medallion thingy.
And Ranius saw here that if you should learn it, I'll trade your findings. We both desire to as such.
Actually, I might need to get the other half of it first. Which is around here. Also. So what have you been up to today other than the usual VC hangouts and such?
Same old, waiting on stuff to get in, I guess.
For the buildings and such?
Yep. Get back to recording. Assuming I can get back to my muse.
Ah, yes. Speaking of which, I'll probably go ahead and fix up those Patreon settings tonight.
Yes, no rush. Just get you some access to some stuff that's currently behind the scenes.
Yeah. I like that music thing you're doing.
Or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I think what you called it is pretty much right on the money. It's space fairy music or whatever it was you said. Something like that. That's the vibe I'm getting from it.
To be fair, that wasn't entirely my description.
Something you borrowed?
Well, I asked for an honest opinion of what it sounded like, and it was, it's not human. This is fairy music, but it's not unpleasant.
Yeah, I like it. When the fairy mushrooms sing.
I haven't even gotten Fungicord done yet.
Fungicord, that's a good name. I think I missed the entrance to this village. Just back this way. Do you like my shiny new headdress? I just got it today.
I do. It's very shiny.
Doesn't really suit the overall theme I'm going for, build-wise, but it looks cool. So I basically had Loki horns on before. This is just a cooler version. Taken from a weird underground giant shaman lady. It actually enhances in a certain attempt. Hold on, let me see. Where is this item? So I found this item. Right here. Ancestral Infant's Head. Which is... So I fought this creature that was almost like a... what did Blast call it? It was like a Wendigo elk thing. Sort of like a decaying elk spirit thingy. And I guess this is like the head of an infant version of one of those things. But basically you can spend mana to spray like this mana vapor as an attack. And if I chose to do such a thing, this headdress I'm wearing would make it stronger. But that's not my thing. I'm about the flames of frenzy and insanity around here, so spraying cool magic mist on people isn't really my vibe. I'm more about shooting flames out of my eyes that make people go insane and then burn to death. Kind of the opposite of cool mists, really, if you think about it. Oh my god, there's a Dan mitt. As to your question, Dan, you do not ever have to ask me if you're allowed to open this PC. If I am in the stream hangout VC, that means you're welcome to join. That's what it's for. If you were not welcome to join, I would not be in this particular hangout. You have pre-permission forever. pretty sure I've given you permission to join it. You can, as long as you can see it, right? Can you see it, Dan?
Been in here before.
I think he has. It's just been a while, so I don't remember.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Here's
yo.
Dan. How's it going, sir? It's been a while since we had you in here.
It is going well.
Anything new going on with you?
No, not same old over here.
Ah, fair enough. I was pretty happy the other day when they finally came out with Dead Island 2, which I've been waiting for ages. But I think you
I'm
can use a
looking
little
forward to
patching.
playing that.
What's that?
I heard. I've been looking forward to that as well. I love the Dead Island games. Like
You could use a wee bit of patching, but otherwise it's been pretty good. We
Cool.
got some really good humor in there.
Excellent. That's what I appreciated about the first one.
Yeah, we got one of the early areas you go into is like one of those big like streamer mansion things. You know how there's like those streamer groups
Like-
where they have like
Yeah,
this really
yeah,
nice
like-
place in LA and you get a bunch of people in there and do recordings and streams and stuff.
It's like what's called the Hype House, I think. I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah, they
for,
got
like-
one of those in the game that you go through. Of course, everybody's a zombie now, but they've got some really good humor set up in there. Like, there's one room where there's like a whiteboard with a pre-written apology written on it.
Mhm.
You know, like when
Oh yeah, when
streamers
they
like
mess up.
yeah, like a YouTuber fucks up and offends everybody, and they have to apologize, and they're crying and talking about how genuine they are. Like, this is from the heart, and I swear this is not pre-scripted. It's off the heart, and that's what's written on this blackboard or whiteboard. And just a bunch of other silly shit. It's so on point.
That's fantastic.
And we got a bunch of other various things like that.
Speaking of things that need patching, from what I've heard Redfall had a pretty rough
Apparently
release.
it's the console. From what I can tell, it's the console versions because they're the port and the PC version is the original version.
Okay.
I've been playing the PC version a bit, and it is pretty good. I have not been having bugs.
You haven't had the AIs looking the wrong direction or targeting the middle of the room.
Nope. Or people floating around and like sliding across the ground instead of walking, and all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, no, I haven't had any of that. It's been fine. You know,
That's comforting,
that
because I'd be getting it on PC.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. My only complaint is that it's one of those games that you can't pause even when you're playing single player, which for some reason is becoming a trend for a lot of developers these days, and it pisses me off.
Oh, so there's no way to stop the action mid-run. You have to go through whatever run you're going through and then finish.
Well, it doesn't have runs because it's an open world game, but
Oh, okay,
It's-
yeah.
if you gotta pee, make sure you find a room where no enemies can detect you because you can't pause it while you're stuck away. Even single player, which is real dumb.
That is real dumb on single player. I can understand multiplayer, you know, but yeah, for
Which is
single
the main
player,
reason I
that's-
refused to
that's a
play.
little-
Yeah, it's the same reason I didn't want to play Minecraft Legends when it came out because it was like that too. And it's an RTS, so it's like, okay, so if I gotta go poop, and then my base comes under attack, I can't do anything about it. My base is just gone when I come back.
Wait then. Well. Oh, I will finish.
So fuck that.
You must.
Yeah, my mind's
Understand why
thinking in
people-
runs because I've been a little hooked on Back for Blood.
The medallion.
Oh, I haven't tried that, but I've played Left 4 Dead. Speaking of which, I need to play Darktide one of these days. I have Darktide Warhammer 40k Darktide installed, which is basically the Warhammer 40k Left 4 Dead.
Mm.
But yeah, how's Back 4 Blood though?
So they introduced the card system to the game, so that's a little bit tedious. It's probably the most tedious part of the game. And then when you get in, to me, it feels very Left 4 Dead. Once you actually have a campaign going, it's, you'll go through in between safe houses like you used to. They've changed up just a little bit, simplified some things, and added some other stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it. I got the season pass, and that unlocked a character called Prophet Dan. So I
perfect.
He's got a deagle and a. So the different players start out with different loadouts, and his starting loadout is a deagle and I think a scar.
Mm-hmm.
And his special is getting people back up. Like stuff goes off around him if one of the hunters, one of the cleaners drop, or he gets one of the cleaners revived. Specials go off with him, but yeah, no, it's pretty fun. It's got that Left 4 Dead feel. So
yeah, well, it basically is. They just couldn't use the name anymore, right?
I think it's the same people. Yeah, it's the same exact people. I will say this, it is far more fun in a group than it is solo. Like, it's definitely a lot more fun co-op play than...
It's one of those kind of games, for sure.
Yeah.
But actually, speaking of the cards, that was one thing that annoyed me about Dead Island 2 as well, is that they took out the skill trees for the characters, and now they have a card system instead, which is... It's not as fun as a skill tree, and it's just... The cards from what I've had so far just don't do anything. They're really all that great.
I told the all hearing that I possess, or have you come as my other half? So
that's just unfortunate.
Let's try. My
but it's still kind of fun, so it's all right.
Would you consider go back? There is something. Will you, if you accept of the
We got some good sassy characters in there.
Thank you, kind. They say Castle so.
I first started playing as this character named Danny, who is a basically the sassy Irish punk lady.
Nice.
Well, I feel like saying sassy there is maybe a little redundant because Irish punk lady is guaranteed to be sassy. I liked her personality. Unfortunately, I didn't like her stats as much. She was a little bit squishy. So I changed over to playing this lady called Clara, who is a very energetic, like Hispanic biker chick. She's got all the toughness. She's like one of the tank characters. Come to think of it, there's 3 different categories of characters in that game, and each one has one male and one female. So it's kind of a pretty good representation split, I feel like. Let's see. I've got that stuff. What do I want to do next? Well, let's see what we can do up here. So is that what you've been playing lately then, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Redfall, a bit of Dead Island, and a bit of Loop Hero. That's a weird game. Very difficult. I'm not sure how much farther I'm going to be able to get in that thing, but I've been trying it.
Yeah. The other little game I've been messing around with is a little game called Spider Heck.
Oh, I tried that one at one point.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely looks like it's basically got to be a multiplayer thing, but those spiders were definitely hacking. There's a lot of hacking going on.
There's some solo challenges, like challenge courses and parkour courses that they've got set up that you can run through solo. But no, yeah, it is more fun if you co-op up and do just wave survival. That gets pretty cool.
Is there also a PvP mode, or am I imagining things?
There is a PvP mode. I'm just not very much of a PvP person, so I tend to.
I am often not either, depending on the thing.
Mhm.
Although there was that one stick fight that I've played with Kai and Snow before. That's fun.
Yeah, I hopped in there with y'all.
Yeah, that's right, you did.
Yeah, that one's fun. Spiderhead can be set up the same way, so I wouldn't necessarily mind it if all four of us went up against each other again on something like that. That'd be pretty sick.
I'd have to see if I still have access to the game. I don't remember if I played it through Epic or Microsoft Game Pass or what it was. I know I didn't buy it. I think it was on Microsoft Game Pass, and that's how I did. So I don't know. Something I've actually been wondering is, if a multiplayer game comes out and I get it on Microsoft Game Pass and you get it on Steam, is there any possibility of interacting them that way? I don't know.
I think crossplay is enabled with it? I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I guess they'd have to have a crossplay thing set up specifically, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. Because I think it released on a lot of different things. You gonna climb a Durgan?
Yep. So you see this little mound here? It's actually a wing. Dead Durgan.
Oh, wow. Dead Durgan.
I think it's basically petrified now. Then again, I don't know the lore of dragons very well in this game, so I don't know if that's just something that happens immediately when they die, or if this thing's just been here a long time. What's going on? It's definitely not very fleshy right now, though.
No, it looks rather crunchy.
You can harvest some gravel from it, too. Definitely extra crispy. Extra crispy Durgan. Also, it appears that the giant lightning bolt that killed it is also still here. We seem to have a bit of a trend of frozen lightning concepts in gaming lately. In this one, we've got a petrified lightning bolt, or a metallicized lightning bolt. See right here, twisted around that what looks like a giant spear. It looks like it's made of some sort of metal right now, but it looks like it used to be an active lightning bolt. And it's implied that maybe that's what killed the dragon, but part of it broke off. I don't know. And then there's the God of War Ragnarok, which has two spots in the game where there's what looks like an active lightning bolt that got frozen with ice. And that's just like a lightning bolt inside of ice that's shaped like a lightning bolt itself. Like, you know those days where you get like the freezing rain thing happens, so you go outside and like all the tree branches are just like covered in a coating of ice?
Yeah.
Imagine if that happened to a lightning bolt.
Oh, that's a cool concept.
It's actually quite beautiful. But yeah, at the beginning of the game, there's a fight with
coated in plasma.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, there's a fight of basically your first boss fight tutorial. It's Kratos versus Thor. And at one point, they throw their weapons at each other. So the Leviathan axe that Kratos has, which has a frost enchantment on it, hits Mjolnir, and they both discharge their energies at the same time. And now there's like this frozen lightning bolt looking like some sort of tree sculpture or something, stuck in that spot forever now, commemorating the fight. The game is epic as all craziness. They know how to do dramatic stuff in that game, I'll tell you.
What I've seen of those games, yes.
What's that?
What I've seen of the God of War games, yeah.
Yeah. Especially the new run of them, where he's in Norselandia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the general area I'm going for. I came from that area. Alright. Let's see. I want to get into this building. I want to get... Well. Actually, I'm amazed that fall didn't kill me. Well, I wanted to go to this building, and now here I am. Can I open this from this side? No. I just got sniped off of a balcony.
That's
very
unfortunate.
cheeky. It hurt a little bit. Not as much as I thought it would, though. Apparently the landing was much softer than I thought.
Yep, I will be right back, okay?
Alright. There to staminas. Got all tuckered out. Thankfully, I wasn't far from the grace site, so pop back down, try that again. How was that? This fall isn't as long as I thought it was. Certainly looked spicy at first. Right, now that door's open. Dinner table. And your cooks as well. Oops. This way. This little spot is interesting. It's basically the round table hold, but like the real world version of it. I think we can open this. We can open this. Never mind. Oh, that's right. I remember where that goes now. I don't want to go that way. It basically leads to the bridge where we got our regen amulet. This is how you would get there without the teleport trap. Not that we have anything against traps around here, right? Right. Now this painting, I've never found this spot. Like, I recognize the general area, but I've never found the exact spot. So I don't know what you get from that one. Also, I don't... Cool. How do we get back up there? Can we ever? That's a... It's an outside place. get up there, but we must be able to because there's an item up there. But I don't know if we do it from here or if we do it from somewhere else. I think this is for opening that door if you come in from the other side. Here we've got a courtyard. I don't know if it leads anywhere other than the bridge. We'll find out. Let's... Yeah. I guess some non-physical damage on these weapons, or otherwise that would have taken probably a lot longer. But there's another one, so that's annoying. Hello, there you are. What's this? What's that? Didn't very much, huh? Let's do my spell. Seal leveled up much though. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to wait till I get the better seal later. Gotta kill certain other boss first. And a little whiff. Fierce battle. Oh, okay, yeah. So this leads up to the Divine Bridge. That's where we got our regen amulet from. So I don't need to go up there. Check something over here again, though. There's gotta be a way to get up top. I really do not remember what it is. Maybe it's from somewhere else. I'm not sure. There's just a broken staircase here. We're not getting up there, obviously. There's no way up from over here. Where are they hiding all of their ups? Also, I think I saw something back here.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello. I think the Kai has wandered off. But hello.
Hello,
I'm here.
hello.
Okay.
Yo.
Hello.
I've just been muted.
I hope I didn't make you go quiet.
No. Nope.
Kai is doing stuffs as Kais do.
Mm-hmm. Doing the stuffs and the things.
Indeed. I think. This way first. Although it is the dangerous way. Sniper, no snipe. Not even the guy I was worried about. That's the other guy.
Well, that's rude.
Someone stabbing him in the dick. I love using the slowness of my weapons against the enemy.
That one's rude.
Very.
Oh,
It's
you
the
dodged
sniper no
that.
snipe, but then he sniped. It's also the guy that shot me off the balcony earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not very good eyes, unfortunately. But yeah, using the slowness of my weapon against my enemies, go in and go for an attack while he's blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And the slowness of my attack makes him think, oh hey, look, the enemy just left himself open. I'm going to attack him. But then I've already started my attack, so it's too late, and I get them instead. If they try to attack me and leave themselves open. Tricked you.
Uno reverse.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. Good times. Alright, I gotta remember how to get up here now. There we go. And... Jumping works better if you go...
Of course.
How many stones?
It can detect the audio input and it jumps a little further.
Exactly. Speaking of which, that's one funny thing going on with Dead Island 2 is they have the game has Alexa support, so you can put in Alexa style voice commands while you're playing.
Really?
I'm not sure exactly what game functions you can tell it to do though, and I can't really imagine that that's really any more useful than just pushing a button, but it's in there.
That's an interesting way of interacting with the game.
Yeah. It really is.
Well, I guess
I don't
if
even
they're
have the
trying
thing
to
though,
give,
so.
yeah, I guess if they're trying to give off the vibe that this is like, you know, peak YouTube, Twitch era style stuff, it would make sense that there would be like a Alexa analog, if nothing else, that would be laying around that you could still interact with.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, you know, probably got a microphone already anyway, right?
Right?
So one thing I've been wondering about the game is there's because you're in LA, you end up there's a lot of celebrity types that live out in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So you end up running into a few of well, they're celebrities in the game world anyway. I'm wondering if any of them are supposed to be analogs to real celebrities or not.
I would bet you that if nothing else, they're at least a caricature of a few.
Yeah. Oh, this is how we get to the top floor. I forgot about this. But yeah, they're like, for example, there's beginning of the game. Actually, you meet an actress named Emma Jaunt.
Uh huh.
She's like this slim British actress. She's giving me somewhat, I don't know, she might be a reference to Emma Watson, actually. She's got somewhat Emma Watson-y vibes, although the types of movies she plays in, because you visit her home at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see a bunch of movie posters in her home of movies she's been in. I don't think she's had a very Emma Watson-like career necessarily, but
Mm-hmm.
she looks a little bit like her, and they're both British, so maybe it's a reference? I don't know.
Maybe they were being very delicate with it because they didn't want.
Yeah. She's vaguely Emma Watson-ish. So perhaps.
Best keep it vague with that one.
Yes. Oh yeah, except for the fact that she's actually seems like a decent person. So they're very different on that in that sense. Yeah, the character
Decent
is a bit
person, little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but a decent person.
Perhaps. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really been following things. I lack evidence. That's quite possible. Definitely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, though.
Emma Watson's basically every single actress in Hollywood when it comes to her general behavior and
There's a lot of that
leanings.
There's a lot of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs going around, isn't there?
There is an awful lot. That's when you get into the extreme ends of both spectrums lead to interesting things. Well, I should say interesting things because one leads to Nazis. That's not very interesting. But you get the Cocoa Puffs on the other side. That's a little too
interesting. Interesting is not always good. Here, let me pull up the wiki on this character I'm talking about, and you guys can make your own determination. Here is a linky link. Actually, let's see if it says anything in here. Okay, there's actually very little information under here. But you know, do your own search further if you feel like you have more information on it. That's what I'm talking about. One thing I'll say is they've designed some really nice celebrity homes in that game. There's at least two or three different mansions you go through in that place, and they are beautiful. I think hers might be my favorite one. Also, for people's interest, I just picked up a weapon called a coated sword. It is where are you? Here we go. A formless cipher comprises its blade, which deals holy damage. So basically, this thing is a metal hilt that has golden glyphs coming out of it that form a energy blade, essentially. So it's like you're chopping people up with you're doing holy damage by chopping people up with scripture. It's a pretty good weapon if you're intending to play the game as a person that uses really, really high faith and you want like a fast, light sword. Light literally and figuratively in this case. Light in the sense that doesn't weigh much and you can swing it around quickly, and light is not, that's what the blade is made of.
Make a high faith Chadley McDogood.
Yeah. I have one character like that. I've been having trouble finishing the game with that character though. Like, I'm basically playing him like a paladin type guy, and that's one of his weapons he's got equipped. But I'm having trouble beating the game because I am, going for a holy damage kind of build with that character as a paladin. Problem with that is a lot of the late game bosses, minor spoiler alert, are highly resistant to holy damage. So, bit of a problem.
Sucks.
Thankfully, they have a bit of a flexible system in the game, in the form of, I've shown this a little bit before, but they have this thing in the game called Ashes of War, where you can give new skills to some of your weapons. If it's not a unique weapon, you can usually edit them. Like, I can't put an Ash of War on that coated sword, but he's got another weapon that I can put an Ash of War on. And it's currently one that gives holy damage, but I could put a different one on it and change it to say fire damage or something, like, or lightning damage, which can also scale off of faith. But I could change up my damage type and maybe not have quite as bad of a time with those bosses anymore.
And it would still pull off of faith for the damage, the overall damage.
Yeah,
and
I don't know if it would. The damage numbers might change a little bit, but it would at least, be an improvement on my situation. I might do that at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. Of course, you can change this stuff around at any time, and like you don't have to stick with one certain thing just like that. Like I could swap between holy damage and fire damage and lightning damage all the time if I felt like it, but I don't because I like being able to do multiple playthroughs of the game and have a different experience each time. So I'll have like, this is my paladin with holy sword character, and this is my character who does fire stuff, and this is my character who does bleed stuff. This is my character who has a big smashy hammer. And then, you know, fighting the bosses will be a different experience in each case because I've got different weapons for everybody. One of the ones I was surprised that worked out really well actually was my samurai who wields 2 whips. Turns out dual wielding whips is actually not as crazy as it sounds. Or not as unfeasible as it sounds. It was actually worked out quite well. Nice zone control because you got so much reach.
When the riders were kinky. Yes, dual whips is perfect.
Yeah. One of them is a leather whip and the other one is basically a flexible bladed metal thing called a Narumi, which is actually a real world weapon in India.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I believe it's supposed to fold up into a wearable belt, and then you can just like, hey, I've got a weapon ready. I just have to be careful I don't slice my own waist off while I'm wearing it. But yeah, it's a cool idea. Apparently incredibly dangerous to wield and not slice yourself to ribbons in the process. But people who are masters of it are probably super dangerous to their enemies. Climb this giant ass tree. Just like, I'll go around over here. I like how twisty this tree is. This game has a thing with giant trees.
I noticed.
Of course, it's also one of the central figures of their religion. Just in time. Making slow weapons. God, that guy's taking forever. That guy's going a slow slide off the edge. Yeah, speaking of giant trees, there's a much bigger tree in the background here, too. I don't have a good view from here because I'm too close to it. There we go.
Don't you eventually fight it?
See that mountain over there? That's actually a tree trunk.
Wow.
There's the branches up there. You don't fight the tree, but you go inside of it and fight something inside of it.
Okay.
And you fight a being that is essentially its divine representative or something like that. I don't know, it seems weird. But it's FromSoft, what else do you want? If you don't want something that's both beautiful and weird at the same time, you've come to the wrong developer.
That's fair.
And those things are 2 things I absolutely do want, so I'm here for it. One thing they're famous for that I've never played, though, is Armored Core. People are excited about Armored Core 6 now that it's been announced. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in or not. I have never played. I do know that I am about to get my face murdered off, probably. Actually, no, definitely, because I am low on healing supplies, but that's okay. We'll die, and then we'll try again.
As is the way with these games.
Yes. Let's do this, Godfrey.
First Elden Lord.
Boy. We're here to replace you. Imagine my surprise when I found out that the guy that we were... Like, the introductory cutscene that explains the narrative of the world starts off by telling you about how this guy was murdered. So, imagine my surprise that we fight him. fought a murder victim before.
Right? Feels a little counterintuitive.
Actually, no, I probably have. There's lots of games with vengeful ghost characters. I was not expecting it here, though. I was not expecting him to be such a smashy barbarian boy. My damage is going well, but so's his, unfortunately.
I do like how they make these characters feel lumbering to an extent, but then also incredibly quick.
There's a real feeling of weight behind them, despite their speed.
Mm-hmm. Which is also interesting, considering this is a ghost.
Right? Oh, I was one hit away. In fact, if I'd survived his hit, I would have hit him and won.
Yep.
Oh, man. That's alright. We only went in with 3 healing potions instead of 10, so I have a good feeling about this now. Oh, I do need to make sure I get my runes back, though. My gold souls, in other words. Stompy Smash Boy! By the power of my shining antlers. Power of iframes. Ow. Oh. Gotcha. Hey, pouch. Okay, I'm gonna equip here. Maybe Faithful. Also, I can probably level up twice now. Alright, let me think. I know I can use his remembrance item. I can build his axe, which I don't want for this character, but that's an option I have.
Mm-hmm.
Forgetting what the second option is. It might be... I really don't remember. Hold on. This game telling me. In the menu here. Where's the... Where is it? It's on a separate menu. Where remembrance be? Oh well, I'll go back to base and figure it out. Was there anything else I wanted right here? I don't think so. Did I remember to activate this? Yes, I did. So okay. I want to go see what I can make out of this. Also, I think I should have access to my questline stuff now. First, where is it here? yeah, Dan, say hello to another one of our religious figures in this game, the Two Fingers.
The two.
It's literally 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
I mean, checks out, right?
Right?
It's missing a few chunks and it's a little hairy, but that is 2 fingers.
And that's a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a thing that people worship. Oh, did I not get a remembrance from him? I thought I did. I was wrong. That's why I couldn't find him on menu. Because it isn't a thing. I misremembered. Alright. Can I should be able to smith
I took you
at least one of my
forever to
weapons.
lay
a
out
little
your
bit
arms.
now. Let's see. That up. Nice. Alright. Now. Where is it? It's one of these ones. Forsaken Depths, maybe? I think it's Forsaken Depths. But before we go in there, I need to be real quick, so I'm gonna have a little, like, 1-minute break. Be right back.
All right. I will be right back.
And I am back.
Welcome back.
So I found a silly little thing on. I was just peeking at Twitter real quick. There's this lady who's like, she's out somewhere in public in a Mon Mothma cosplay, and some kid just asked, "Who are you supposed to be, Ice Spice?" And it's like, what? It's because the pale outfit, I guess. I don't know. Kids are weird. Kids these days don't know their Star Wars. Here we are at the shunning grounds. I think this is the right place. The right part of it. More specifically, yeah, here we are. Alright. Need to get into this area that I've never been in before, but I saying it's over here, and this is related to the quest line I want to do for my ending on this character. Give me my Flame of Frenzy. Yeah, here we go. This is the place. Oh no, I gotta kill Morgott, not Godfrey. Okay. Need to kill the next boss, too. Well, we'll see how that goes. We killed Godfrey. Or we killed the ghost of the already dead Godfrey. We killed him twice. Or at least the second time. Somebody else killed him the first time. Holy grease. Divine bacon. Assassins are so bouncy. Fighting goddamn gummy bears over here. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. All right. While I'm here, do I have any other regen spells except for that one I just picked up? No, I don't. I don't have enough faith for that one. Alright. Stick with what we got. Alright, Morgott, let's fight. Also, time to summon many people's waifu for this game. Let's go, Melina. I think this is the first Souls type game where you can actually summon the person who gives you your level ups to help you fight a boss sometimes.
Graceless
I think this is the only boss though where you can summon her.
What is thy business with these thrones? Ah, Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radahn. Praetor Rykard. Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgoth, last of all kings.
You wish, buddy. You're no king. I didn't vote for you.
I think you vote for a king.
Tell Monty Python that. Oh, I'm already dead. That's the risk of doing something that sacrifices most of your health right when this guy's throwing stuff at you. But next time we fight him, he'll start to fight from farther away, because that time it's like it's almost like he's starting to walk towards you while the cutscene's happening. This time he'll be farther away, and we'll have time to do the summon. Alright, Melina. Take 2. Way over here. I didn't die anywhere near here this spot. Well, I guess I don't get them back. Fucking hell. Alright, take 3. Crikey. What are you up to over there, Kai?
Not much. Just sort of relaxing.
Anything going on tomorrow?
I don't know. Might get something in.
It sounds like tomorrow might be our last chance for Final Fantasy before I head out of town for a week there.
As far as I'm aware, it should be good for tomorrow.
Alright. Attack there, sir. Ah! I've got flips for days. Killed my mimic already? Christ. Well, we got it down to half almost. Maybe 2/3. Something like that. There's hope, maybe. If I can be mildly less incompetent, maybe we'll do this. no. I rolled the wrong way. Oh, it's almost at phase 2. Nice. Boss started phase 2 while I was dying. The sheer timing of it all.
I love it.
So Kai, how do you feel about Pornhub telling Utah to fuck off?
What all was that about? Rather?
Oh, that's some shit there.
I forget
I
the
didn't hear
exact
about
details,
this.
but some Utah lawmakers tried to do some shit that was pretty much just like straight up unconstitutional or something. I think they were trying to... Oh, that's right. Utah wanted to make it so that people signing up for, like, using the Pornhub service would have to show their ID or something like that for some reason. And
So-
Utah and Pornhub's like, yeah, that's doxing your customers. Fuck you.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah, and it wasn't just Pornhub, it was potentially any service that pornography could be, found on. So all of them would have to do
Yeah,
that. But
so-
Pornhub specifically went dark. They're like, since this is such a ridiculous law that will hurt, any type of this thing online is detrimental to it, we're not going to be providing service to Utah anymore.
Yep.
Because we can't risk it.
Another Uno reversal card. No, you don't block us, we block you.
Yep.
Reminds me of the weird thing with England and their jizz tickets.
It's
You got a license for that porn, mate?
again, it's lawmakers using, inaccurate and outdated information. They've come out saying that age verification really at all for sites like that does nothing to prevent
Yeah.
underage viewers from getting on there, really. Like, that's...
It's too easy to get around that. Ah, crap. I got stuck in this explosion. Oh well, I got 10 seconds farther into this phase 2 that time. Phase 2 started while I was still alive, and then I died. Oh. Yeah, there's too much more or less bullshit grandstanding going on in the States these days. It's like going back to Pilgrim times all over again or some shit.
I'm sorry, I feel like I kind of butted in there.
Huh? On what?
I might be a touch elevated, so
Ah, it's fine.
if I'm talking too much, just tell me to shut up.
It's alright, Blast Action was here already.
Alright.
I tease. I enjoy having Blast in here.
Blast is a good conversationalist.
He certainly doesn't fail to contribute.
I love it.
What amazes me, though, this is to be perfectly honest here, like, what amazes me is just how broad his knowledge is.
He knows a lot of stuff. Ah.
Like, you could say that, yeah, it's just comic book knowledge, or, music knowledge, or movie knowledge. It's like, nah, fam, like, that shit's fucking intense.
Because not only does he have that knowledge has led him down other paths.
Right.
About the concepts, content, technology, etc. Which is, let's be honest, this is one of the superpowers of being massively ADHD, is you just get a wealth of knowledge from all your different hyper focuses.
Yeah. Also, hang on. What Jaren says, the guy who sponsored the legislation made the most hilarious surprised Pikachu comments when he started getting angry calls from his constituents. What do we mean by surprised Pikachu comments exactly?
It's the surprised Pikachu face meme.
Oh.
But was stammering.
Mm-hmm. The really funny thing, the day after this went into effect, you know what the most searched thing on Google was in Utah? Like, hands down, like,
Pornhub?
dark blue. VPN.
Yep. No surprise there.
VPN and change your location, and voila. Titties.
Man, it's like this law didn't help at all or anything.
It's like the law did nothing.
Maybe this legislator was being paid under the table by NordVPN.
And being a Mormon and considering the high quantity of membership there, that makes it even funnier for me.
Yeah, Jared says it clearly never occurred to him that they could just block all access to Utah, right?
Yeah, they can block access wherever. That's why they're not. That's why people overseas have to, use a VPN to get like things like Netflix and other stuff, because the laws in the country are just that, antagonistic towards internet usage.
I guess it's because people think that it's the countries doing the blocking, not the companies, when it's the other way around. The countries ask the companies to do so, and the companies comply. It's not the countries doing it. The country doesn't have that kind of power. They wish they did.
Yeah.
Unless they would have to have a government internet that everyone had, period. And it would have to have been admin and run by the government for that to be able to happen.
Not even. No, nothing is that locked down. Nowhere.
Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Well, that's why it was such a big deal when, China was trying to make Google censor all this stuff, and Google was like, nah, fuck you. And then China was like, well, we'll do this, and then Google was like, bet, we'll remove all of our search engine capabilities and everything else from your country. And China was like, oh, no.
Dude, Google is one of the few companies that you can't bully. Also, fuck you, Morgott. I win.
Well, you killed the weird squirrel monk thing.
Yeah. Woo. That was,
Tarnished. The Earth Tree.
That was intense. Ugliest squirrel I've ever seen.
I'm sorry, that's what the tail kind of reminded me of, the way it was, kind of backing up like that.
A little bit. I was thinking kind of like scorpion, but it's like made of wood. It's like a tree scorpion man, ogre thing.
I could see that.
Either way, ProZD is a much more handsome and charismatic squirrel.
And
I still love the fact that that guy is such a chill actor, and he's gotten into such massive things as being an actor in Pokemon and God of War. Holy shit. This man is getting it done.
He had arguably some of the best voice lines in Borderlands 3 as Flack, let's be honest now.
Mm-hmm.
After playing all the characters, Flack's dialogue was the best.
All old
For me, it's
friend,
Flack and Amara.
allow me a moment to
Amara's
converse
fun to
with
play.
you. You were unable to enter the Earth
And that
Tree,
voice is sexy as hell.
prevented by
I
the
enjoyed
mantle of
playing
barbs.
Zane quite a
The
bit.
thorns
I would-
are impenetrable.
I
A
would
husk of
definitely
the Earth Tree's
smooch
being,
Borderlands 3
the
Big Indian
spurns
Punch
all
Mommy.
that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and
Death
become
by snoo,
the
snoo.
Elden Lord
By snoo,
Mhm.
snoo.
is to pass the
Yeah,
thorns.
basically.
My purpose serves to aid in that very act.
Definitely the
So
hottest
I'd like
siren
you
in
to
the series so
undertake
far.
A new journey
And that's nothing
with me
against Lilith,
to
but
the flame
I'm
of
sorry.
ruin.
I was always
Indian
very
Punch Mommy.
partial to,
Upon the
I was
snowy
always very
mountain
partial to
tops
Maya
of
though,
the
but I'm also a
giants.
Creek main, so
I
that's
can
kind
set
of
So that's just
two
in
main
character,
special-
really.
a flame
Yeah.
and guide you down the path to becoming Elden Lord.
Everything in these games is always spoken solemnly
Shall I
in
turn
low
your
hushed
wounds
tones.
to strength? Let my
Well, they are
hand
British.
rest upon you.
Fair.
Forgotten memories, share them with me.
Wait, are they though?
Your ambition.
Well, her voice is, at least, anyway.
I just like that you're running around with glowy antlers.
Aren't they
That's
pretty?
fantastic. Mm-hmm.
I love these. I love this headpiece. It's very light on the armor and all, but it's like it's caster gear essentially. But ooh, it's pretty. Yeah, real pretty. All right. So we gotta go there. Okay, I think now I can do this thing down here because the barrier was being made by this guy. All right, so we've met the Two Fingers. Are you ready to meet the heretical Three Fingers?
Two fingers. Three
Three.
fingers.
No, the Two Fingers is the good one.
Yeah, 2 fingers is good. 3 fingers, you
Actually, I've seen them before. It looks almost like,
need to get consent before 3 fingers.
yeah. Seriously, we're gonna go meet the Shocker. I kind of feel like having seen them from a YouTube video. I feel almost like you saw how big the Two Fingers thing was. Imagine a hand that like if it was a full 5-fingered hand that came from.
Yeah.
And then it got like the 2 fingers were cut off from the rest of the hand.
right.
That would then leave the other 3, right? So I
Right.
kind of wonder if the 3 fingers is the remaining piece, and it got cut away for some. I don't know. Like that piece is now the bad one for some reason.
Because it's odd numbered.
Maybe. Yeah, I
Also,
think this
3
place doesn't
does
go
have
super
some
well.
Bad luck connotations. No,
You
it
think
doesn't
the
look like it.
You think the 3 fingers might be a little unfriendly?
Anything.
So
All the dead bodies make.
yeah. So I know you're coming into this run a little on the later side here, Dan. Basically, what I'm going for, I'm going for the ending called the Lord of Frenzied Flame. We're basically gonna set the world into the flames of chaos and madness with this ending.
Oh, that sounds like a noble goal.
And this is an interesting little piece of lore here. Oh, I'm dead. But anyways, these characters here, and what we heard of this guy was playing music. There are a number of traveling merchants in this world. They're like sort of like plains nomad merchants that play that music.
Yeah.
And they're basically enthralled to the 3 fingers. Like, they're friendly to us, but apparently if you attack them, they use these madness powers on you, and they've been enslaved by it. Which is a weird wrinkle to the story that's not obvious. So it's a really interesting thing that gets revealed. If you come in here and you see all these dead merchants all over the place, and a couple of them that are still alive but crazed. And you're like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, there he is. Ah, heck. Dodged incorrectly. This guy he has strong, crazy laser fire eyes. I have that spell too, by the way, but I don't think it's going to work very well on him. Just a feeling he might be mildly resistant to that.
Maybe. Just maybe.
I only need to stab him twice, but my spears are pretty slow.
Which is weird, because usually spears can be done very quickly.
True, but these are specifically great spears, so... They're bigger and more unwieldy ones, but they stab at 8 people much harder. You know what? I should use this Site of Grace. So that could be our respawn point. Maybe I'll just stab him with a single spear. That might be slightly faster. Considering the amount of damage I did, I could probably still get him with 2 hits of the other thing. Hey, you! Surprise! I'm seeing one down here anymore. This is a lot of deads. This place has a lot of deads.
Yes.
Looks like I'm gonna have to get fancy here. Alright. Oh god, that's quite a fall down there. Ooh, Frenzied Cookbook. What is make? Frenzy Flame Stone. Ooh. Is that what I think it is? Which one is this? Where is it? Supposed to teach me to make a thing. Why can't I make a thing? Oh well, whatever. I suppose you would like to talk, sir. No? Alright, well you're chill, so you can live. Unless you're planning on ambushing me. I don't trust you, because you're crazy like me. Oh god, I'm gonna have to jump on these things to get down there. But wait, how do I get... Oh, maybe that item's on the bottom. I don't know. I've run out of pathway. Let me see, I could go down those. Looks like that's the way. Alright. Getting some Dark Souls 2 vibes here. I'm gonna make my way down a pit by jumping off of jutting out coffins and such. Okay, what do I do now? Turn invisible. Let me check something. Where's my throwy stones? This? Maybe I can use this. No, that's not what I want. This is it. Huh. Oops. I did not want that to land there. Huh. So, if there's any invisible platforms down here, this thing will land on them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not happening. Oh dear.
Well, you are one.
Fooked. Oh, I see what you did there. Oh. That platform over there I could theoretically land on and would probably fail to do so properly, but I think that's our answer. Oh, no, I landed on it. It was just too far down. But that might be our answer anyways. I just have to figure out a way to get down to that side. I think I jumped down the wrong side. Alright, but we respawn closer this time, so we'll go for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's only 2 endings available in this game that I haven't done yet, and the what I'm going for with this character is I haven't done the Frenzied Flame ending, and I haven't done the Golden Order ending, which is the one that my Paladin's trying to do. And I already talked earlier about how I'm having trouble getting through with that guy. It's a holy damage problem. Okay, actually, there's another guy over here. Oh, more music for you. Stab in the head. All right, yeah. Okay. Still alive so far?
Drop down to the next one?
Trying to, but it's... Yeah, oh, there we go. There was such a small margin of error there.
Yes,
like
this looks...
if I walked off the edge a little bit too fast, I could easily have missed the next ledge. Okay, here's what I was going for. Inescapable Frenzy. I think that's the spell I was looking for also. But, this... Alright,
Makes sense that you would be using Frenzy stuff, right? Because you're doing the Frenzy Flames.
Yeah, keeping on theme. Alright, Inescapable Frenzy. There's one that I can basically shoot like a laser. So, okay, like the one that the guy was using on me. Instead of have that spell, right? So something like that, except it's more of a concentrated laser beam of fire from my eyes, rather than like a scatter shot. I'm not sure how much damage it does, but I wanted to get it and try it out, and I think that was it. But I have to get to a rest point to equip it. Because that's how spells be. Alright. I think I can just drop the rest of the way safely now. Boop. Ah! Where go floor? Where floor at? Alright, here's our quest person. Also, let's rest and equip that spell. Try that out. Nice. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, I'm just not allowed to use stuff here in this area, I guess. Shoot. Okay. Alright, m'lady. So, this lady is part of our quest line here. She's this blind lady. Interesting thing with her, Dan, she had this thing where we met her, and she's asking us for an item called a Grape of Shabriri. Shabriri is some sort of, somebody... infamous figure associated with frenzy madness, by the way. But apparently when she eats these grapes of Shabriri, they allow her to detect the holy golden light better for a time. So she's trying to do a pilgrimage and become like a priestess. A couple things she didn't realize is, like, one, the light she was seeing was actually the light of the 3 fingers, not the light of the 2 fingers, because of the frenzy association. And B, it turns out, because she doesn't see very well, she didn't realize what grapes of Shabriri were. It's a euphemism. It's actually an eyeball taken from somebody who's been inflicted with madness.
Oh,
Which is why eating them attunes her to the light of the 3 fingers. So we've been feeding her those.
Oh,
and she's found her way here now. Also, I think she's getting a little unhinged at this point.
So you're here as well, are you?
I realized as we've talked, I'll be a maiden, and you, surely a lord. Go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the three fingers will welcome you. May the flame of chaos find purchase within you.
See, now she knows what's going on now.
Go to the
Too
door
late.
ahead. It will surely
Okay. Now, we have to divest ourselves of our possessions. I don't know if that means unequip my stuff or actually, like, leave it in a chest somewhere.
Try unequipping
But
everything.
it's Nikki time. I'll try this, and if it doesn't let me in, I'll have to go drop my stuff off. I think it's working. Alright, three fingers, we're here. Oh yeah, that's another thing they do with this Frenzy Flame stuff, is also... fiery fingerprints are a thing with them. Probably because of the three fingers, I guess. The Grapes of Shabriri had like little flamey, fire frenzy fingerprints seared into the eyeballs. Here he is. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it looks exactly like the three fingers from a hand that is missing the fingers that the two fingers actually is.
Yeah.
It's the thumb, the pinky, and the one next to the pinky. Which I forget what they call that one. The ring finger? That's the ring finger, isn't it? Give me a hug. This looks like a good idea. I see nothing wrong with doing this. Also, that's a freaky thumb. Fittingly enough. Hear that sizzle? Smells like bacon in here. We're only slightly on fire. It's okay.
Yeah. This is fine.
This is fine. Oh, I like how it actually leaves its imprint on the body. I wonder if my character will look like that from now on if I don't have a shirt on. That's a nice touch. Smells like somebody's cooking hamburgers. Yeah. Smells like somebody is hamburgers. Oh, hamburgers.
The flame of chaos has nestled within you.
Oh,
Could you please
thumbprint on my
rest your hand
chest.
upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden.
Well, I'll make you my maiden, all right, girl.
Do it.
Oh, it burns. My eyes, they're melting.
She's okay. This is
She'll
fine.
be fine.
Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
So basically what you're saying is, the world is flawed, so let's burn it all.
Those who gave me grapes howled without words.
I mean,
saying
that
they
is
wished
one
they were
solution. Why the fuck not?
Become their lord. Take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, The melted
Like, give her what?
I don't know. I don't really feel like burning
no more
myself and people I like.
No
Nuke them all, let the gods sort them out.
Mm.
Fuck, what the hell was
Uh-oh.
that?
I don't
Getting
know.
toasty. Hayata, you're a little bit on fire there, milady.
You got an item.
That's what I've been wanting as well. I don't remember what that is.
Frenzy Flamestone.
You're gonna have a hard time being my maiden when you're ashes. She's fine. Okay, what the hell is that? Stone. Oh, here it is. Uses FP to continually heal Chaos followers. Okay, so it's the same as the Warming Stone, but for Chaos characters specifically.
Which I think you're a Chaos follower now.
Oh, I'm not a Chaos follower. I'm looking to become the Lord of Chaos. Anyway, Elena.
You have inherited.
She's our
a
actual
frenzied
maiden.
Flame. A pity. You are no longer fit. Our journey together ends here. And remember, should you rise as the Lord of Chaos, I will kill you. As sure as night follows day. Such is my
Oh,
duty.
so we lost a follower.
For allowing you the strength of runes. Goodbye, my companion. Goodbye, Torrent.
Girl, you done fucked up. You backed the wrong horse. Also, oh, Hayata's gone. Wonder if anything else happens if we rest again. Also, I'm still all crispy even though I've rested at a bonfire now, so I think this is just our look from now on.
Yes.
But I will be putting my equipment back on now. Let's see. Where are my spears? Here we go. And now we're going to use the seal instead. So a seal is an item that allows you to cast divine incantation magic.
Yeah.
Before I was using the generic one, but now this one specifically boosts frenzied flame spells. So that's the one we want.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Antlers back on. This. Which one of these did I have on before? This one. Fire Monk, because of course. Alright. Back being equipped. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess I could go get my dropped runes back. A bit of a risk on that. Actually, what happens if I go back in here now? Probably just an empty room, but I don't want to check it out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Three Fingers was basically just like locked in a room there. Until we let it infest us. More or less. So now when I beat the game, I can choose the regular ending or the Frenzied Flame ending. Which is obviously what I'm going to do. I'll have to check that one out. I also want to cast a spell now that I can. Oh, that is not the spell I thought it was. It's some sort of grab. Alright, let's try it out. Oops. Huh. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I'm not super clear on how that spell works. not seem to work. It seems like a grab, but I hit him with it and nothing happens, so I don't understand that spell.
There's a bar that was counting down with it. Is it like a...
That's the frenzy status bar. That basically means I've done something that is causing frenzy to me. Basically, that's the fun thing about frenzy is the one status in this game where when you use it on other people, you inflict it on yourself as well. If that bar is allowed to fill up from repeated uses of spells, then what will happen is whoever gets inflicted with it, be it myself or somebody else, they'll get stunned for a few seconds as they're writhing in pain and mental anguish, and they take a bunch of extra damage. So it's essentially like a damaging stun. But basically, people like grab their head, like arch their back in pain and scream, and flames fly out of their eyes. It's very dramatic.
Indeed.
I think down here was where I left my runes. If I get back down there without dying again. Come on, find the edge of that pixel. There we go. Okay, I'm glad I didn't lose that 44,000. Alright, back to base. I need to reinforce this frenzied flame I've got now for my seal. And we can call it a night after that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to research this spell. I am not clear on how that spell is supposed to work. Maybe those guys are just immune to it? I don't know.
Well, I took you no matter
They're frenzy people.
Yeah, because they're already crazy.
To some degree, although that seems to be the fun thing with the frenzied flame is those who use it also get affected by it, so... In any case, oh, it looks like I can like slap people with it and cause frenzy that way too. There we go. That's way better now. You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now, just while it's on my mind, and just for the interest of people. What was it called?
Frenzied Flame Seal, I think?
This particular spell is called Inescapable Frenzy. But the item that lets me cast it is called the Frenzied Flame Seal. Oops. Okay, let's see. Deals fire damage that causes madness buildup in the caster and the target. Can only be used on tarnished. That's why. As well, I can only use it on certain special enemies. So that is not the spell I was looking for. Let me see. Let me look up where the spell I wanted was. Frenzied Burst is the spell I wanted. Muriel Lanes. Sounds like the Church of Inhibition. Near some frenzied rats. Let me see if I can get that before we finish, so I don't forget. Okay, Church of Inhibition, I think it was this. I'm gonna warp here and see if we can't get this thing. I want my eye lasers. Looks like it's probably the only frenzy spell that's really worth using, honestly. Okay, first let me just verify that I'm in the right place to see if this is the right church. Or, wait, is it? Oh, that's the Church of Vows. So yeah, I think this might be it, but I haven't actually visited it to get the name on my map. Let's see. over leveled for this region. This is it, by the way. This is an early game area. Oh, this is Rose Church. This is not the right place. But I'm being attacked, so. Where the hell is the Church of Inhibition? Certainly not a thing that we're doing. Oh yeah, it's over there. Edge of this zone. That's here. Oh, this is where we got the spear we're using. Eardrop Scarab. Okay. Gonna find a scarab beetle near here, near some frenzied rats. Don't remember seeing it, but I know there's the rats around here somewhere. So here's the rats. Where's the scarab? It's you? Oh, you're Gray Scarab. Oh, you are the one. Usually those guys are blue when they have spells. So that confused me. Like the eyeball flames they have?
Yeah.
So their attacks frenzy me. You know what, just for fun. Let me get let me see if I can set off a madness effect just to show it off. I'll madness myself with the other spell that costs less.
There's a pun in there somewhere, but I can't think of it.
Probably.
While looking through all of my pipes, after exhausting the last of my bud, I found one pipe I had not completely exhausted yet. And I was just like, oh boy. So I've completely exhausted it now.
Alright, alright. Here we go. Madness time. Ah! Fire Eye Madness. Ooh, look at my eyes, actually. I think my eyes are permanently fiery now because of the whole three fingers thing.
Yep, you're an agent of chaos now.
Yes. Excellent. Alright. Let us equip that other spell and show that off. And then we'll call it a night.
Snow says that is one weird headdress.
It is. Very pretty, though. I like it. Memorize spell.
Very pretty, though. It reminds me of
you know what? I'll keep the AoE one over here.
The forest spirits.
Which is fitting, because that's basically what I got it from. Or at least worshippers of the forest spirits, anyway. Were you here during that boss fight earlier? Did you see the Wendigo elk thing?
Yes. I've been quiet. I'm sorry.
Look at that shit. It's Cyclops.
Yeah, that's cool. You got eye lasers.
Yeah, I'm Chaos Cyclops now. Okay. So that's done. I think tomorrow we will do this. We will start into the new area. Let's see, what's our closest warp point? Okay, that is a different spot. Okay, so the best way to get there is going to be the Avenue balcony. We'll log out from there so that I remember what I'm doing. Actually, I'll get myself to that exit first so that I know where the hell to go next. because it is entirely possible that I might not be playing this again for a couple of weeks. We all know what my memory span can be like.
Right? Make sure to rewatch the video so you know where you were.
Well, that's
Be
that's
one
why
of
I'm
your
gonna,
own viewers.
Yeah.
Hi, Kren from the future.
Lasered. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. It looks like a small amount, but this guy has a lot of health. Now
Now watch.
too close to me. I can't keep doing that.
Kren will actually forget to watch this to remind himself what he was doing. So he'll miss the fact that I just said hello to him in the past, so I won't actually get my hello back.
You know, people might think you're joking. You're not.
I'm not joking.
You're not.
I'm not joking about
You're not.
it.
You're not
With
two
one of my
things,
best
actually.
friends. I'm 100% correct.
There's two things that you're not. You're not joking and you're not wrong.
I cleaned out the shower drain and it became alive. What this thing is.
Ah, it got me. It was down to 1 health and it got me. But yeah, in any case, I will not need the reminder though, because that is why I am taking myself to the entrance of where I wanted to go next. So that when I log in, I'll be looking at the place I want to go. And I just go forward.
Just go forward. You have to remember go forward. But now you have to watch the VOD to remember that. Do I have to go forward? You're gonna go backwards just because this is what I wanted myself to do. You've played too many RPGs. I know what you'll do.
Catch-22, isn't it? I wish I could see the status build-up of enemies. Like, we have our own bar. When we're having a status built up on ourselves, we have a bar to show us that. I wish I could see it on the enemy as well. Because I don't know if this thing's affected by frenzy or not. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's the lasers. Ah. Don't laser me. I need to stab this tree to death.
It still just looks like what something was cleaned out of a drain and became alive.
Kind of, yeah.
It's the shower drain wad.
Also, I
Which
just
honestly
realized...
would have worked better in Bloodborne than this, but you know.
Yeah.
It's the shower drain wad. Ugh.
I also noticed that it was, not only was it basically a crazed treant kind of thing, but also its legs were digitigrade, or however you pronounce that. Get lasered! Oh, that's decent damage. Okay. In any case, this is where I wanted to get myself to. I will log out from over in this corner here. This.
End up traveling all the way across the other side of the map before you figure out what you wanted yourself to do.
Entirely possible. Man, if only I had recorded footage of doing this that I will completely forget to review.
Right?
Right?
That